All right, we're live. Quick banjo shop update from the spring of 2024. Before we run out the door to fly to Boston and go to PDB, Pure Dead Brilliant Fiddle Camp. It's a Scottish camp. We're gonna go learn some Scottish tunes and hang out with some old friends. It's gonna be a blast. And also, we have a banjo for sale. So if anyone's looking for a good banjo, I'll show you that one later. It's pretty cool. But first, let me show you this one. We're shipping this one off to Maine. Check out this inlay. She's a fly fishing woman who ordered this one, and this inlay is actually smaller than the actual fly that she hand ties herself. This is, I believe it's called a gray ghost, and it's got a lot of detail. Eden inlaid this one, and she engraved it yesterday, and I put it together this morning with my little 2-year-old boy. He helped me with his sticky fingers. It was awfully nice of him. But check that out. And then we have a trout. Not sure if it's a rainbow or a brook. Kind of going up the creek. Hard to see. But yeah, with some bubbles. And look at these flies at the 12th fret. Isn't that great? Has a loon on the heel because she's from Maine. So I'll play you this one. It's an 11-inch, 12-inch Dobson with a, what is that? That's torrefied maple. We've been using this stuff for about 9 years, and we love it. It has great sound. So I'm going to play you a tune called Pony Boy. I'm still kind of learning it. An old teacher of mine wrote this one. His name's Mark Simos, and he's a great composer, tune writer, songwriter, and I'm going to give it a shot. And excuse the sound quality, it's on an iPhone. What are you going to do? It's a sweet sounding banjo. The head is definitely, since this morning, stretching out. It's time to give it a little tighten. So I'll do that later. But yeah, again, check it out. Check out that inlay. Isn't that cool? Put a lot of work into this banjo. All right, so I'll show you this banjo right here. We just finished it, and it's on the site for sale. It's a 12-inch white lady. It's cherry. It has this kind of simple 3D star. It's a player's banjo. It's not covered inlay, but it sounds great. These white ladies are very, they punch, you know, they're loud, which is great if you're in a jam session, but it's still warm enough that it's great for solo play too, for playing alone. So yeah, different tone, right? You can hear it, even over iPhone. Also, got a last second gig going to, I think it's called Sore Fingers in the UK. I'm going to be teaching banjo there for a week. So if you're in the area in April, come learn some banjo with me. It's going to be a blast. Allison DeGroot's teaching clawhammer as well. Her class got booked up, and they decided to add a second clawhammer teacher, so they gave me a call. So I still have availability. My buddy Gabe Hirschfeld will be there. Ron Block's going to be teaching some three-finger banjo as well. He's amazing. Joe Walsh, Tristan Scroggins, all sorts of great players that I'm just leaving out. So come on over. Also, I'll be in ABC American Banjo Camp in the fall in Seattle. So another fun one. And just hoping to go to Clifftop for fun. I haven't been there in about 10 years. So that could be a blast. So I'll show you the last one before I head off. This is one I built for me. It's a vintage Tubaphone pot. It's 11 and 13/16, and it's loud. It's a banger. It's not a great solo banjo, but in a loud banjo camp atmosphere with 30 students, or in a loud jam, maybe a Scottish fiddle jam that we're going to, where you have 30 or 50 fiddlers playing, still be able to be heard. So I needed something loud, but also had a good sweet tone, and that's this one. Yeah, it's got that torrefied maple. Check it out. Isn't that pretty? There's no stain on this. This is just how the wood comes. And then a burled headstock. We found this burl in the woods off of an old dead ash tree that had fallen down. Probably about 3 or 4 years ago. We sawed it up just recently. It's set in the barn for years. And we stabilized it and put it on this banjo. So it's sentimental, hiking behind the woods. And I love the heel cap on this thing. Yeah, hard to tell with this light. But yeah, it's a loud one. It's a tubaphone. Not a little wonder. This one's going to serve me well. Most people that build these necks for these vintage pots, they pull the old dowels off the old tenor necks. I didn't do that. And it's fine if you do, but I didn't do that. I feel like I want it to have a life again when I'm done with this neck or the next person. I want it to be able to go back to its original form because I think it's pretty cool as a tenor. It's a great tenor banjo. So I put a new dowel in there. And I like that I can put it back to a tenor form. I know too many tenor players, and I'm friends with too many tenor players, and they get really upset about it. So I wanted to respect that banjo. And yeah, maybe I'll turn it back and go learn some tenor banjo sometime, right? Why not? Anyways, that's the shop update. We have probably about 12 new banjos we're working on, but they just look like a bunch of blocks of wood and fingerboard blanks, so nothing to show until we get back from camp, and I've worked a little more on them. But lots of cool inlays. Everyone's healthy. The cow's healthy, the horses, the chickens, the ducks, the kids, most importantly, at least until we fly back from camp, and they're going to touch everything on the airplane. We'll probably get sick, but that's okay. Yeah. And my wife and the kids are plotting to get another dog, but no more dogs. We have one. It's Great Pyrenees. It's big enough. It's basically 2 dogs in one. So that's it, right? All right. Have a good rest of the week. And I know it's not spring yet, but there's flowers here in Arkansas, so it feels like spring. Have a good one.